For those of you that don't know me, I'm Eleanor Walsh, Head of Sales. I'm over in the UK, and with me on this event this afternoon is Graham O'Rourke, our CEO, over in Ireland. Normally when we do webinars, we're in the same place. This time we're in different countries, so we're hoping that everything works technically. We've had a couple of run-throughs, but please bear with us if there's a slight lag in between handing over the presenter role. So we've done the sort of brief introductions. I'll look at an overview of the Aphix digital platform with you. We'll then get on to a live demonstration of the Sales Rep app, and then take any questions which you can enter during the presentation in the question box. So for those of you that don't know us, we are an Irish-based company with also offices in the UK. We are established just coming up for 6 years now. We've got about 35 staff and looking to grow the team more. We provide a certified digital platform for specific ERPs. So we work with Intact, SAP Business One and Sage. And through that, we have a global partner program, which is why we also have some partners on this call as well today. And our platform itself is a SaaS platform, which means we've managed to roll out over 250 deployments worldwide. And really the mantra is that no customer is left behind. So every single one of our customers is on the same and latest version of our digital platform. So when we're asked what we do at Aphix, we could talk quite technically, quite quickly. We could talk quite functionally, very easily as well. But really, we are about helping businesses sell smarter. And what we mean by this is really enabling our customers to take advantage of the digital tool set that we provide for them. And it can be at different aspects of the order processing and sort of supply chain elements. But really, we want to look at slickening the order processing piece, really less manual intervention, less people touching the order, therefore less mispicks, more order errors, to really help you streamline your costs. And then on the other side, we're really about improving customer service. So customers get what they want when they need it. They can check live pricing, they can check live stock, they can get to check their orders, they can look at invoices at any time of the day, 24/7, via a range of mobile and desktop devices. So what we have created is the Aphix digital platform. You can see at the bottom of this screen, we start with the ERP, and this is absolutely fundamental to the way that we work as a business. So the ERP is the key system. It's where we're going to hold prices, we're going to hold stock. But the Aphix digital platform clicks into the ERP to become part of that entire solution and enable customers to then go out to the world with various digital channels to then interact with customers and suppliers. The digital platform itself is a cloud-based solution running on Amazon Web Services. And once everything has come into the platform from the ERP, we can also enhance and enrich that information straight on the platform. So we can add in additional rich content and videos and images and text specs for products. We can group products together so they can appear as one product with maybe different sizes and color options. We can apply different promotional pricing available online or via the apps, all done independent of what is in the ERP, but then enabling you to offer a higher level of customer satisfaction online. Once you're on the Aphix digital platform, and really that most of the work in all our projects are putting those two pieces together, there are these range of tools that you can then use. And most of our customers begin with one and then start to roll out more as they get further with their digital journey. On the e-commerce side, we offer a customer portal or a B2B web shop with customer-specific pricing and products coming from the ERP, or straight retail. We also look at the mobile apps, which have the benefit that they can work online and offline. Obviously, we'll talk about the field sales rep app a little later. We also have van sales and a branded customer app available too. And then on the e-procurement side, we offer a supplier portal, order punch out, and also we're looking at a digital catalog that can be worked on between suppliers and customers as well. On top of all that, we then have our own marketplace of add-ons, which we're continually looking to grow. So a lot of the sort of standard players you'd expect are then integrated into the Aphix platform, so that you get to offer your customers a very rounded experience online or via an app, the same as they would with any other of the customers they work with online. So now looking sort of specifically at the sales rep app, really particularly pertinent right now, but we're used to being able to do anything we want, anywhere we want, on the go via any devices. And so this sales rep app was devised really for the mobile sales team, so that when they were out visiting customers, they could sit with them, place orders with them, look at the appropriate stock, pricing, the full My Account information, create orders, create quotes. And they can still do that now. Obviously, very temporarily, we're all not going out to visit customers, but this is the kind of tool that can also be used remotely, rather than setting up your sales team with an ERP system, because this is all coming from the ERP, but with a very user-friendly app interface. It's a really quick way to get your sales team online, interacting with your ERP, but from the comfort of their own homes. So I'm going to hand over to Graham now, who's going to give you an overview presentation of the app.
So hello everybody, good afternoon and thanks for joining. My name is Graham O'Rourke. As Eleanor said, I am the CEO of Aphix Software, and I'd like to give you a little personal introduction to Sales Rep App today. And I guess the title of our talk is all around making our sales force and our sales team, I guess, more agile, allowing them to work from anywhere, allowing them to have information at their fingertips. And we've developed this sales rep app, the Aphix sales rep app, in order to do that and fulfill that exact job. So first of all, just to give you a quick introduction, I hope you can see my tablet now. You can see I'm using an iPad, but actually, whether it be Android or Apple, this app works across both. One of the unique selling points of this as well is that it is an app, so it works offline in the same way that other apps might. So that gives your field sales team a lot of comfort, because be it in the middle of a warehouse on a site visit, be it on the side of a road, even be it at home, sometimes Wi-Fi and reliable internet connection is not always available. So being able to do things like seeing the full catalog of products, being able to search, find product and customer information, be it online or offline, is a really key feature for an app like this. So if I was to bring you through just some of the features that really help field sales teams, you can see we've got a number of options here around customer accounts, contacts, some CRM type information, activities and opportunities. We've got orders, messages, and obviously a dashboard here outlining exactly how I'm doing as a rep. So as a rep, I can see exactly what my pipeline is. I can see some upcoming opportunities on the top of the screen, and I'm also seeing my sales performance in the period to date. So here I'm showing this week, and I have a number of orders across Euro, Sterling, and Australian dollars. So let's take a quick tour of the customer area. So one of the key things a rep may want to do is see the information about a particular customer. Of course, they would like at their fingertips to know whether or not this customer is on stop, what maybe their turnover year to date is, what their current credit balance and credit limit is. So this is the type of information they're getting directly from the ERP into the app, and being able to do their job without having to call back to the office, and can work at any hour, any day of the week. Of course, I can pick up account details, including deliver to addresses, activities and notes. So we can see it's quite easy for me to add in tasks, activities, notes, maybe email that off to somebody else, set a task for somebody else. And really any rep that then is in contact with this customer can have exactly the same view and be able to see what the history is with that customer. So again, about connecting us all as we're working remotely. I can obviously find the contacts that are there and see a full order history for this customer. So these are the types of information that are really key to me as I'm having a conversation with a customer. On top of that, I may want to see a complete list of my customers, and you can see I'm taking all that information, I'm seeing who's close by, and I'm able to kind of plan my day in that way. So it makes me very, very independent. The catalog and putting an order or a quotation together is really a key part of my job. So in this case, you can see we have a very flexible, very easy to use catalog system. I can scroll through the entire catalog. I can obviously look at this by category, and we've got very, very flexible tools in order to allow the customer to actually build this catalog and do it in a way that makes sense to their reps. So here, very quickly, by going through a category of clothing and jeans, I've got straight to a product. And you can see this product is on special offer. And as Eleanor has said, the ERP is really key here. The information around pricing and customers is there, and that is the single source of truth. And we've built our platform to make sure that remains the case. So special offer pricing, customer specific pricing, volume discounts, all of that information is available to me as a rep. So as I build an order, and we might start by just adding one item, you can see here my order list can build up quite easily. I can receive discounts. I can even change prices. For example, here we're seeing there's a minimum price on the product, so I may well want to sell that product for a little bit less. So let's sell it for 89 and give a discount to that customer. And then we can see that discount has applied. So very easy to place an order. I continue to delivery. Of course, I'm picking up all the live information from my ERP around delivery and billing details. I even can switch to delivery details and of course, confirm this order, in which case I may well ask the customer to sign for it and confirm if it's in person, and then we'll continue on. Great. So now we're ready to place. And of course, we can place sales orders, we can place quotations and other documents. So we'll place that sales order and we'll return to view the customer. So here in the order history, you can see this was the previous order history until a few moments ago. And then very quickly, we'll see that this order will pop in. The new line there at top has just appeared in. We've got one product at that price, exactly what I placed a second ago. That order, of course, has been placed live through the Aphix platform and directly into the ERP, and in fact, could be printing right now in the warehouse to be shipped to that customer. So that's how live we're talking about. And this view, of course, here of the sales order history for this customer is across all channels. So I'm not just seeing orders I've placed via an app as a rep, I'm seeing every order for this customer placed on this account. So very powerful indeed. The search is also very key because I want to be able to do my job quickly. So for example, I might search for an order of a particular value. So let's say it was that one for 2068. And as you can see, the list has now zoomed right in just on that order because that value matches. So I can do that based on an order number, for example. So everything with an order number of that contains 53, and you can see those there. So it's a very, very flexible way to work right across the app. Finally, if I could just take you to some of the opportunity features. So on our dashboard, we're able to see new opportunities that have been added, and of course I may add more, and we're able to see a pipeline. These tiles, by the way, in the dashboard, if I move the middle row about, I'm just going to pick one, and you'll see it's kind of moving across the screen. So you can see this is flexible, and we can customize this part of the solution in order to give custom reports. But clicking on pipeline on the top left, you can see here we get a really good view of the pipeline. So as a sales rep, I can see what opportunities are at what stage in the pipeline for me this month, and I can see what's going on next month. And of course, I can view that as a list, and you can see those opportunities there. And it's very, very simple to add another one or change one of those values. So field sales people are on the road, and it's nice to be in contact. So the office can also send messages in a broadcast fashion out to everybody on the road. And we can see how the team is doing this month, and we're doing a great job. And it's nice to get that information, be it new product information, be it team information, be it discounting information, even customer performance. Those types of reports could be sent through this interface. So I'm going to hand back to Eleanor. I want to thank you. That was a quick introduction. Obviously happy to take any questions and also to get into a little bit more detail at a further time if necessary.
Thank you, Graham. So really, if anyone has any questions about what you've just seen, please, if you want to put them into the chat, then we're going to just pick them up now. So Graham, are you still there?
I am indeed, yes, Eleanor.
Okay, I'm just going to go through them. I'll put you on the spot now, see how much you know.
Oh no.
Okay, so if you already have direct access to your ERP, then really what is the benefit from the Aphix system?
Sure. Well, a lot of reps find things like VPNs very cumbersome. They're also quite expensive, and they obviously tie a rep to a laptop. So So that's one of the things. The second piece is that sales reps aren't typically well-trained, qualified ERP users. So it actually adds quite a lot of support to an organization sometimes. Reps having to learn what is quite a complex application and using that to place orders instead of a tool like Sales Rep app that obviously is just focused on making that job very, very easy.
Yeah, I've seen it that it's quicker to basically onboard new members of the sales team, isn't it? If you hand them an iPad and an app rather than an ERP system and a laptop.
Absolutely. I mean, this is the new now, I guess. We're all using these digital tools, and definitely people are more comfortable and used to using iPads and apps, and it's just a nicer way to work. So we actually had one customer who came to us and said, we've just hired a new sales manager, but their condition of joining the company was that they put in place the Aphix solution. So in that, it really made that much of a difference to their day-to-day job.
Great. Can you search by product description?
Absolutely. Product description, keywords, product codes, and other types as well.
Can you create new KPIs on the dashboard, or do they have to come from the ERP themselves?
So we can do both. There are a number of standard ones which you can see or you have seen there, but that can be customized to fit a customer on a customer by customer basis.
Would the system adhere to credit limit and discount limits from the ERP system?
Yes, on the customer list that I've shown you, we do display the status of that customer. So it could be over limit or on hold. Obviously, as I showed you earlier, you can see the exact detail of that in terms of what their credit limit is and if they've breached that limit. And I know on our e-commerce product, we can decide with you as a customer, we can decide whether or not you would like those sales orders to be placed. I would just need to check that on the Sales Rep app, but we can get that question back to the caller, the answer to that question. But yes, definitely on the e-commerce site, we can say whether or not you can be blocked if you're over limit. I think the default is because it's a rep, it's a staff member making the decision. I think the default is on Sales Rep app that order is allowed to go through, but the rep is in full knowledge of the status of the account at that time.
Okay, we've got a couple on pricing. So this is quite typical that pricing can be really sensitive. So is it possible to disable that editing the price piece that you showed on the app?
Absolutely, yes. I'm aware that some of our customers disable that features, and I've shown you, I guess, the default offering, but there is a good bit of configuration we can do. That is definitely one feature that can be enabled or disabled.
And following on from that, I've got a question that says, so reps can only sell at the price in the ERP, which I think you can go through, but you did show a little bit of change there. But also, do we support quantity breaks?
Yes, we support quantity breaks on all our products.
And you can change the prices from what comes from the ERP.
And if the rep is allowed to, yes, they may change the price. We may then have a minimum selling price. We have a feature to support that feature so that a rep can change the price, but not go below a certain floor value.
Okay, and so then what happens, this is another question, but following on, what happens if you drop below the minimum allowed selling price?
If that feature is enabled, you can't.
Right,
If
so it
it's
just won't take
not
the order.
enabled, yeah, exactly. It will allow you to add an item to an order, but the order will get blocked until you rectify that problem.
Okay. Development and changes on the app, are these pushed to the device? And how open are we to configuring or designing to specific requirements?
So it is a product. We don't design to requirements, but we can extend. So it is a product that's used by hundreds of users every day. So it is not a company by company solutions, very much a SaaS product that all customers install. But there is individual customer configuration, as I said, so you can control the behavior. Obviously, you control the shape of your catalog and all of the information. We provide quite extensive training to customers on how to do this. And for things like reports and even additional areas of integration with other systems, we can provide that as a service. But changing the look and feel and making Sales Rep app work just for you as a bespoke type system is not something we do.
Okay, and then along the same lines then, so how configurable is the app? So can fields be easily added, for example, UDFs that are in the ERP system?
They can, yes. So that is on a customer by customer basis. And that's one of the things we can do, particularly around the catalog. So, I mean, where that comes up a lot is maybe additional fields or specifications or classifications, or maybe multiple stock numbers where someone wants to see on hold, available, and other fields. So all of those areas we're really quite flexible in.
Okay, there's so many questions, Graham. I'm just trying to find the ones that I think are kind of falling across most people. Oh yes, what about split order lines? So if you want to sell the same product but at different prices, or so you can split it out or give one item free.
Absolutely, yes. So we support splitting lines, so the same product in the same sales order at different prices or free. We also support bombs or kits or even different units of measure. So they're the types of things we can support on the app. Yeah.
Okay, I think we'll probably have to make this the last one. I know I'm really sorry we haven't got through all the questions. I've kind of chosen the ones that aren't so much ERP specific, but we will pick those up with the relevant people after this and come back to you on any question that you have submitted. The last one was about, well, there's a couple of points. Is firstly, how quickly can you get this live?
Sure. So if you're an existing customer, it's very quick because we have the Aphix platform in place. So that's the first thing. If you're not an existing customer and the product is standard, so we had questions earlier about UDFs and changes. So if, for example, in the current climate, it is something that someone wants to deploy now because it's really important that the new norm may continue on for a period of time, we can do that in a matter of weeks. So typically it takes some intervention with your partner just to ensure the licensing for the ERP is correct, and then really we can deploy quite quickly in a short number of weeks.
Brilliant. And I think, again, along this same theme of trying to get something done quite rapidly. So then after the app has gone live, how easy is it to, amend or add new functionality to the app after go live?
Yeah, so the good news is it's a product, so we look after all of the security and the updates, and there's a single SaaS fee per user per year. So from that point of view, like any other app, you'll get updates via the App Store. So you don't have to manage anything. Aphix will be developing new features all of the time on the app, and they will be deployed typically monthly, but through the App Store to your team. The configuration, though, can be done at any time. So, for example, if you want to switch on or off the minimum price feature, that can be done right now in a second. So it is really just the new features that are updated by the App Store, and the configuration can be done at any time.
Great. I think, well, we'll have to leave it, but there's quite a lot for us to pick up on afterwards, Graham, as well. So thank you very much for everybody for involving in this piece, because that has made it really easy for us to hopefully talk about the app and how it can be deployed. We are really delighted by how many people decided to attend this event this afternoon, and we really realised that it's something that we should do more of and get better at. So we have a series of webinars now that we've published to run through to the end of June. They will all be on our website, and if you have enjoyed this one and you want to look more about booking onto the next one, which is mainly focusing on our web shop, but it's about how you can realise the digital potential of your business. So most people kind of think that e-commerce tends to be very transactional based. It's just about finding a product and checking out and paying with PayPal. But there's lots of different ways that you can digitize your business and support your customers online, other than taking sales orders. And so we really want to sort of talk about that whole potential of pushing your business online at the next event. So you will all be getting the invites as previous attendees, but if you want to go and sign up now, there is the event page on our website with the sign up button as well for the next one. So it just really remains for us to say thank you very much for attending. We will get back in touch with you all. We will send you the recording of this event, and then we will also try and schedule a few one-to-ones to go in a little bit more detail, particularly about the integration piece and the kind of technically specific questions for these different ERPs. But if you want to reach out to us in the meantime, our contact details are here, or you can call the office and we'll pick it up from there. So thank you very much.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.